Triple crowns are in play on this second championship Sunday on the Carvana PPA Tour. Ben Johns and Leigh remain the names to be beat at the JW Marriott Desert Ridge Open, presented by Foot Solutions, both aiming for the double triple. We will start our day with mixed doubles, 5 total matches in store for this championship Sunday here at the Desert Ridge Resort and Spa by JW Marriott. And hi everyone, welcome to Championship Sunday. I'm Cameron Irwin alongside Dave Fleming, one of our senior pros here on tour. So Dave, we have to first and foremost explain what the double triple is. How might that take shape today?
Well, we've got 2 players playing in 3 different events. That's Ben Johns and Leigh. Can they win singles, mixed doubles, and men's and women's doubles respectfully, and take 3 crowns today? If they do, that's the double. We'll have a double triple.
Well, and you already saw some of the matchups on screen. We have 5 in total. We're so thrilled to get through each one of those, but explain how Championship Sunday works in terms of the rules.
Sure. So our doubles today will be best 3 out of 5 games to 11. You got to win by 2, though. 11-10 doesn't get it done. Singles will be best 2 out of 3. And it's side-out scoring. You can only score a point when you serve. We'll see long runs. And then finally, the players call their own lines. But the referees will be watching their feet at the no volley zone. You can't go in there and volley the zone. Stay out of the kitchen, Cam.
You got to stay out of the kitchen, that's for sure. But let's talk a little bit about this first matchup. It's Matt Wright and Lucy Kovalova versus Ben Johns and Leigh. And so many people would be really surprised to think these are all top veterans in the game, but they've only matched up once before.
Yeah, it's surprising. I thought the computer was broken when I did my research, but they've only played once. Waters and Johns won comfortably in D.C. So Wright and Kovalova, they love to play fast, but they're going to slow it down. They know all the pressures on the other side because those 2 want the triple crown. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
All right, well, the double triple is up for grabs here at the JW Marriott Desert Ridge Open. Ben Johns and Leigh take the court next versus Matt Wright and Lucy Kovalova. First serve coming up next. Championship Court is the place to be here on this Sunday on the Carvana PPA Tour. Cameron Irwin alongside Dave Fleming, and here is our first matchup of the day. Mixed pro doubles is in store. Leigh and Ben Johns, the goats of pickleball. They have won everything under the sun, facing off against Matt Wright and Lucy Kovalova. So Dave, I think first and foremost, what is the equation for success for Matt Wright and Lucy Kovalova against this very daunting team of Ben Johns and Leigh?
Play loose, you're the underdog, and play slow. Because they know that the team on the other side has so much firepower, and just have fun. You're on Championship Sunday. Let's go.
First serve is now underway. That ball just wide. So on the near side of your screen, that is Lucy Kovalova, who will be serving next. She's playing alongside Matt Wright, who's on the left. That's Ben Johns wearing his championship red Sunday attire.
Hello, Tiger.
Hello, Tiger.
0-0-2.
And of course, the 16-year-old phenom, Leigh up at the kitchen now. Missed backhand drop from Lucy Kovalova.
Yeah, and Wright and Kovalova had to stave off a match point down just to get here in the semifinals, Cam. So a lot of work just to play on Sunday.
And a point now on the board for Waters and Johns, the #1 seed.
1-0-1.
They are also the defending champs here at Desert Ridge. Wow, cross-court speed up. Lucy Kovalova, not fooled.
No, just punched it. You don't need to take a big swing at that. Let the pace of your opponent's balls travel. Beautiful job by Kovalova. Same lady.
And a missed return. So as a reminder, again, you must have the serve to win a point.
2-0-2.
It is a double side out. Score is 2-0-2. And you can hear Matt Wright saying, oh man, I hit my knee. Paddle and knee, not necessarily great
man.
together.
Get that knee out of there, man.
Matt Wright out of Kansas now. He's a corporate attorney. One of my favorite stories about Matt Wright is you see the point that direction for Kovalova and Wright. He said he found pickleball because he was a tennis player, and he said we were trying to get some extra conditioning in, so he punctured a tennis ball and started playing with wooden paddles, only $5, and taped the lines out. And that was kind of his first step into the game of pickleball.
Whatever it takes to get started, and I don't know anyone that's quit the sport, Cameron, so once you get going, you're on a obsession that we all love. So net cord's going both ways. That seems fair. Pickleball gods on a Sunday.
So 1 versus 2, and again, this is only the second time these two teams have met. Ben Johns and Matt Wright have met several times, but with different partners to this point. All -1 event.
And this is where Ben Johns and Leigh Waters started their rampage. They came together as a partnership last year at this event, won that one, and then have been flying. Have only not won one other event since that day.
Defense to offense on perfect display from Ben Johns.
And what you saw there is the big difference on overheads between tennis and pickleball. Tennis, you'd bounce that into the 40th row, Cameron, but you can't do that with the plastic DuraFast 40 pickleball. Beautiful defense.
And that is a look at a third shot drive. You have a couple different ways that you can take care of that third shot. Oftentimes it's between the third shot drop and drive. Ben choosing to do the same.
And that is an especially effective choice when your opponents are switching to the other side because they want to keep Kovalova on the right. If she's in a hurry, give her the ball. And they do it again there.
There's the poach from Leigh Waters.
So that just, you don't really run a lot of plays in pickleball, but that's one you can as a team. It's called a shake and bake. You drive that third shot, as you mentioned, Cameron, then have your partner crash and get the next one beautifully executed.
Leigh Waters, just 16 years old, out of Boynton Beach, Florida.
Receiving team 7-1-2.
One of the youngest players to have turned pro ever, and she has won everything under the sun. Looking for a triple crown here today alongside her current partner and Ben Johns. They are up 7-1. The largest pickleball tournament in Arizona history has been taking shape over the past 4 days here at the Desert Ridge JW Marriott Desert Ridge Open. I'm Cameron Irwin alongside Dave Fleming. Right now, Leigh Waters and Ben Johns sit atop the largest tournament as the #1 seed. They also sit atop the score as they are up 8-1 now.
Yeah, you hate to call timeout to kind of squelch the momentum on the other side and then miss a return coming out of it.
And Leigh has been all fire on that shot throughout the weekend. I think that's the first time I've seen her miss it.
Yeah, that's such a deceptive two-handed backhand because you can hit it a number of ways. Matt Wright was beat. Luckily, it went a little deep for him.
Second serve.
And there's you try and hit a 7-point shot in pickleball. We don't have those, Cameron. You've got to go one at a time when you're down like this. And a couple gifts from Ben don't hurt.
So Lucy Kovalova
2-8-2.
earns a point
Second.
and misses the drive as well. Lucy and Matt both working with new Onyx paddles. They are carbon through and through.
And thin.
And very thin.
Yeah, most people play 14 millimeters or 16 millimeters. These are 12, and they are even making a 10 when this comes out to the market later this year from Onyx. So very thin, that gives up a little bit of control, but adds power.
Speaking of power, Leigh and Ben just unload.
Yeah, they look pretty darn good in the quest for the double triple here today, starting in game 1.
Second serve.
And timing. Timing is everything in the game of pickleball. Just changing the pace there is Matt Wright.
10-2-2.
Game number 1 to the number 1 seed, 11-2. Oh boy, they just put the rest of the competitors on notice. Ben Johns and Anna-Leigh Waters look dangerous. A beauty of a day for Championship Sunday here in Phoenix, Arizona. Ben Johns and Anna-Leigh Waters picked up game number 1. It is best 3 out of 5 in this mixed doubles final between Waters, Johns, Kovalova, and Wright. And a good leave there. So Dave, I look to you first and foremost. You talked about patience on the side of Kovalova and Wright and staying a little bit more disciplined in some of these rallies. Some wildly soft touches on the side of Ben Johns and Anna-Leigh Waters. So is that still the equation here in game 2?
And even in the first rally of this game, Lucy sped it up right at Ben Johns and ate it. And they're just going to have to really want to grind, dig in. They know the athleticism on the other side, but when you get a ball, you can't be tentative and not go after it.
Yeah, so that's my next question is, what does that look like to be able to grind out points playing pickleball? Is it just extending some of those dink rallies?
Yes.
Is it, okay.
Get to the kitchen very conservatively and then make Anna-Leigh hit a billion dinks to earn a point.
One of the best to do it with that forehand roll. There's her two-handed backhand. Flattening that out is Ben Johns.
So the challenge, though, is your mechanics and your fundamentals have to be solid. You got to drop that third shot. We talked about how important that is to get to the kitchen. If it's up in the air, you'll never get to play slow.
Here's that dink you were talking about. Lucy Kovalova had a nice misdirect in the middle of that, however, missed the middle dink.
So the challenge there is you want to play slow but also smart, meaning she got a ball up there, then go after it. Earn the right to attack, but don't just attack for no reason.
Just an extended rally there on the side of Kovalova and Wright, and they open up space behind Ben Johns.
Yeah, this is, again, a lot of this looks like, okay, it's athleticism and all that, but the strategy and then the discipline to play that way is so important when you get to Sunday.
What a save from Matt Wright. Finding the middle, sees Matt Wright to the sideline.
And again, that ball's got to go slow. He put it right into the wheelhouse. That's the no-fly zone there, Cameron, of Anna-Leigh Waters.
There's a nice speed up, caught Ben Johns just a step behind the kitchen line.
So it's the height of the ball in relation to where the net is. That ball came up off the topspin, and that is a ball Matt needs to go after. Can't let those opportunities go away. Well done by Wright.
The counter looked good, but I think it's about 6 inches long.
Yeah, that's what they want, though. Okay, let Anna-Leigh take a ball and speed it up. Matt's just got to make that one.
And again, the backside of Ben Johns. when you have the guy starting to shift towards that center line, things might open up.
Absolutely. You got to keep them honest over there. And that was a beautiful shot. And we saw the patented Kovalova fist pump to the penthouse.
Not taking the hop, Leigh was hoping for, so we are tied up at 2 apiece, and you can see the crowd just in the background. It's been like this all week. This place has been sold out as Ben gets a nice dribbler there, his direction.
Yeah, I used to live up in this area. These folks love their pickleball, Cameron, and they are showing it by their attendance. Can't be tardy here. There will be no seats.
I was going to say, usually you'd say they're standing room only, but I don't even think that exists anymore at this point.
3, 2, 1.
Every corner filled. 3-2 now for Leigh and Ben. Not being able to slide just enough is Lucy Kovalova, but you saw the lob from Leigh Waters. That right corner where Lucy Kovalova is right now, vision definitely impaired.
Yeah, how do we know that? Because we were just standing there about 10 minutes ago, so really hard to see. And Leigh really brought the lobs into the women's semifinal that she played in yesterday, and they were really effective. Another great way to push your opponent off that kitchen line.
Second serve.
Later today, our women's final. Actually, next up, our women's final will be Leigh Waters playing alongside Catherine Parento versus Elise Jones and Leah Jansen.
Yeah, the other interesting thing on Championship Sunday is here we have Ben Johns versus Matt Wright. They'll square off again in men's. Leigh Waters will be playing with Catherine Parento in women's, and then they'll play against each other in singles.
Friends close, enemies closer,
exactly.
Right? I don't mean enemies, just opponents.
Enemies in the 44 by 20, and then we'll be friends when it's over. That's the dimensions of the court.
Ben finding the baseline right there, recognizing that slice dink sitting a bit too high.
Yeah, so it's anticipation and then shot selection. So you saw him hit underneath the ball and spin it. So if he hits a regular swing, that's going to go well out. The spin kept it in. That's gorgeous from Johns.
Leigh says, no, you don't. She gets lobbed and is shaking her head. Ben Johns is shaking his finger too. Look at this.
Don't you know I'm 16 and have crazy athleticism? Matt Wright, come on, man.
Leigh Waters won 8 Triple Crowns in 2022. And there's good reason.
And is 1 for 1 in 2023.
5-3-2.
Trying to look for the flick there is Matt Wright dropping the paddle head down.
Yeah, and when you're the underdog, those are the shots you just have to make. It's got to be a higher percentage than even your normal is. I like that step back, and what I mean by that, if you see a lofted third shot drop, it's going to bounce up, so you take a step back, hit it at the apex, and slam it at somebody's feet. Smart choice by Matt Wright there.
Nice shot is correct.
That's the other big difference. In tennis, you don't usually get tagged by your opponent, but in pickleball, it's part of the game. You're only 14 feet away, 7 on each side of the net at the kitchen.
Kovalova chasing the lobs and finds the baseline. Switch for Ben and Leigh. What a point from the #2 seed.
And Matt Wright loves to play to the crowd. Tremendous defense again. Matt Wright and Lucy Kovalova way back, but Kovalova made a tremendous recovery on the angled overhead by Ben Johns. just caught the baseline, and then you don't want to let them off the hook. They came in after that and finished it off.
Oh boy, the fist goes higher.
I mean, she almost gets tagged with this. Look at what happens on this, and it's a winner.
Self-preservation mode completely intact for Lucy Kovalova. We've got a good one here in game number 2. It's 6-all. 6-all here in game number 2, and I'm taking a look now at the bracket. Pretty wild to see the path for Lucy Kovalova and Matt Wright, all apart from the first round matchup they had. They went to 3 games in order to make this final. So talking about gritty and grinding through points, well, Matt and Lucy have done that throughout this entire tournament.
Through a match point down as well against Riley Newman and Anna Bright, so they've had their backs literally to the wall of elimination.
Out is the call.
We're starting to play a little looser over here too as well, Cameron, and that only will help your confidence.
Wow, Matt Wright really extended himself on that one.
We're going to see a lot of that later in the men's doubles with those two in front of each other. But, you know, that's not a bad take from Matt Wright there. Had an opportunity, just couldn't put it away. And Leigh sighting on the left.
And Lucy tried to figure out. You wondered if it was coming. I was waiting. The one-hand backhand from Anna-Leigh Waters. She's been working on it.
She has, and she has the best coach in the world to do it because Ben's been showing her how to do it. And his tricks, that's one of his best. Great coach as well.
Great touch right there from Ben Johns. And Lucy tries to find him on the left hip. Two-hand backhand.
Yeah, a little inside out on the forehand there. That's just a tough ball to make against these guys. You're going to leave it up from that paddle position, and then you're in trouble.
Second serve.
Second serve now, Waters and Johns.
So that's
still
the
have the
discipline
one.
you have to have. Just grind, dink, wait for the best ball. You'll get it, but you got to hit maybe 30 to get there.
And a missed return from Lucy Kovalova. Not the time there. 9-7 now.
9-7-2.
That can happen again when you're in a hurry to get to that other side. Your momentum takes the ball.
Ben looking to do his own shake and bake.
Couldn't find it there. That's a big hold right there.
7-9-1.
I like this a lot, Cameron. Sometimes when you get really close, you miss a return, you run around a little bit. Call timeout and just get yourself settled down. Big opportunity with the ball right here.
Paddles have hit the court, which means it's time for a timeout. It's Championship Sunday here on the Carvana PPA Tour. This is the JW Marriott Desert Ridge Open presented by Foot Solutions. I'm Cameron Irwin alongside Dave Fleming, and we are just in the first matchup, the first final of the day. It's mixed pro doubles. Matt Wright and Lucy Kovalova versus Ben Johns and Anna-Leigh Waters.
And that's twice that they have called a timeout and had either a missed return once and then now just a missed third. You just can't have that happen when you're trying to climb the mountain.
Dinner is served for Matt Wright. I was waiting for the call. Some steak and potatoes for that guy.
Wow, wow, wow. Yes, catches the edge of the line here with that ridiculous cross-court roll. Great ball from Matt Wright after missing the third on the prior rally.
You hear the oohs and ahs as that ball was sent back into the sky over and over again.
And then Matt Wright had too much time on the next one. He's like, okay, I'll throw up a lob, and over pulled it with his backhand. What a shame. They got back into it a little bit there.
Great partnership on display in terms of court coverage.
Yeah, so if your partner goes for the Ernie, which is when you jump over the kitchen like that, you've got to fill that hole that was vacated. Great job.
As a reminder, this is 3 out of 5 on the weekend. Before you hit Championship Sunday, you do play 2 out of 3, so that's one of the big adjustments coming into Championship Sunday. Each of our doubles matchups will be played 3 out of 5. Somehow it gets back. Ben Johns thought it was over. Eye formations for Johns and Waters. Matt and Lucy, left to right to left to right. What an incredible point.
Yeah, Ben Johns was like, okay, we're done. And it sprayed off that Perseus paddle of his and landed in the kitchen. What a way to save a game point.
Timeout serving team. 8-10-1.
And Ben Johns is lurking on the other side of the court.
And you're exactly right. They do try and drop that in front of Annalie Waters, but too much length off of Ben Johns, the 23-year-old out of Maryland.
Yeah, he's daring you to go behind him. He can cover all of that.
Depth and then no depth from Ben
And he
Johns.
waves the Cobra, which is putting that paddle way up in the air like big pace is coming, and then just drops it over with the same paddle look. That's impressive.
Another game point. A favorable bounce. Oh, and it would have been highlight-worthy, Matt Wright. But a football violation instead gives the 11th point to the #1 team.
Yeah, that was one he read late because it kicked off the tape into Ernie possibility land, but the Wolverine couldn't get his foot all the way over the kitchen.
So definitely a tighter game #2. Game #3 coming up next.
Welcome back, everyone. This is Hannah Johns from the sidelines in beautiful Arizona, and the energy out here is just electric. Matt and Lucy came out a little flat in game 1, but they got the audience behind them in game 2. You saw Lucy throwing up the hands, Matt throwing up the hands, telling the fans, get behind us, give us your energy, and Arizona has done just that, which led to a much closer game 2. Let's see what they can do in game 3. Don't miss a minute.
Great work by Hannah Johns, the 3rd member of our team. She has such an insight into these players' lives and gives great interviews as well. You can be sure to catch all of those here on Championship Sunday. But it's time to get to game #3 now. A 2-0 advantage for the #1 seed, Ben Johns and Annalie Waters. Cameron Irwin alongside Dave Fleming. We saw lots of patience on the side of Lucy and Matt in game 2 and got them that much closer.
And no patience on the other side with Annalie Waters just blistering a ball cross court. Love that we have Hannah Johns there. Has especially good insight on a couple of our players, her brothers, Ben and Colin Johns.
A nice combination from Ben Johns there, punching that ball back.
2-0-2.
Ball out of bounds. So the side out comes to Kovalova and Wright.
0-2-1.
Everybody's lobbing now, including Ben from the kitchen.
Nice speed up there from Annalie Waters, and again, just complimentary pickleball between the two.
Yeah, so if you see your partner speed up a ball on the outside, there's no way that ball can get back across your body if you're the left side player. Come in and help out and finish.
Matt Wright trying to make Swiss cheese out of Annalie Waters.
Yeah, she was sitting on the forehand, so he found the mousetrap there and got that left hip.
And Annalie lets one fly. 2-all.
Beautiful matrix move by Lucy Kovalova. That's a tall lady having to get out of the way of a mishit ball. That's hard to do. And then Matt Wright shows his lefty kicking abilities. You hate that when you are trying anything to keep this tight.
Second serve.
And again, so explain some combos. If you're new to the game of pickleball, one shot isn't good enough to win at this level.
No, especially the Tennis Channel fans that are watching here today. It's usually a one-shot winner in tennis, but in pickleball, when you speed a ball up, that ball is going to come back, and a lot of new players don't have their paddle ready for the reply, and even a third one. The beauty of that is you get the ball up and then you go down with it. That's got to be the combo. You'll see that all day long, Cameron.
Second serve.
Ben reaching in and getting the chicken wing.
And Lucy Kovalova loves to sit with her paddle on their left side, got the two-handed backhand cocked and ready. So you have to find her right side. She tried to get the windshield wiper all the way over to the shoulder, couldn't get it there. That's a great target for Ben Johns with her in front of him.
Anna Leigh closes the door with her forehand.
And the margins of a drive being good or bad are very small. If it's not just maybe a ball height over the net, it's going to get crushed by these two. Way too high from right there.
Lob is long off the paddle of Kovalova.
It's the perfect direction on that. You take it over the backhand of the player directly diagonal from you. Just got to make it.
And again, Matt Wright has seen several opportunities, making the most on that
Yeah,
one.
and he's got the bobblehead head nod going over there too. That time kept the feet well out of the kitchen and a gorgeous angle. Get the protractor out.
And he throws his hand after that one. He's been working that as well on the forehand, on the backhand side.
Just utter disgust with himself. Get that out of here.
4-2-2. A little low. Matt Wright again. Nice counter from Kovalova and Wright.
And a little preview of the men's doubles coming later when they'll be firing at each other. Great job by Wright to have those fast hands ready.
Some of the fastest in the game. Oh, that was awfully slippery, Annalie Waters.
Slide your body to the left and slide the slice forehand down the line. Too bad for her. Pickleball does not have a doubles alley.
But it does have an Annalie Waters with a wicked two-handed backhand.
And again, the drive's way too high. Look at where her paddle is when she hits this above her shoulders. That's going to get cranked every time.
As a reminder, the Waters are up 2-0 in terms of game score. They just need this third and final game, it would be. If they end up victorious here, they will have the match victory.
And there's the same no-fly zone on Lucy Kovalova on the two-handed backhand. You don't want to speed it up there. It is ready, and it is a heavy, heavy ball. She's sitting on that. The forehand does not always have the middle, Cameron. That is a misnomer.
See, and this is the dangerous part. You're trying to unwind the stack here. The return goes to Ben Johns to try and keep him at the baseline, but then you got to deal with the power.
Yeah, and she ran through that. She wasn't set. That's the challenge. You have to hit a great return or you're in trouble.
And you can see the adjustment there. Matt Wright goes cross court to Leigh Waters, even though it's a shorter distance. Doesn't have to deal with as much pace off the drive.
Yes, and you have to just add a little height to that return to get the depth to give you that time. If you really crank it, then they're going to have the ball on them quicker.
Sending the ball up to the sun is Lucy Kovalova.
Second serve.
And for some entertainment value, a tweener on the out ball from Ben Johns.
3-5-2.
Thanks, Ben.
3-5, second serve.
Side up.
So this is what's betrayed them a little bit here. Third shot drives have been too high. They're getting crushed. Third shot drops. You got to make it. Your percentage has to be 90 or better to be competitive in this match because the other side is so good. And there's another problem getting to the other side on the return. They're getting really hurt when they're on an odd score and having to run across the court.
Second serve.
Second serve now. They still have to fend one more off while unwinding.
And you heard Matt Wright say to Lucy Kovalova, go there, meaning take a good crack at this one.
Side up.
Finds just enough space on the forehand side of Leigh Waters. She didn't slide on that one.
No, and she is sitting right where she needs to be because she's got Ben John's forehand in the middle. She needs to just let him have that and sit forehand there.
That went through the uprights of Leigh Waters. You can see her paddle was up there. It went between her paddle and her head.
I think at the last second she said there's no way this can be in, but beautiful spin from Matt Wright there.
Kovalova finds the right shoulder.
And a big serve from Matt Wright there too, set that up.
5-6-1. Second serve.
There's those thirds, got to make it. But I do like he's going for his serve more because that can give you a much better look at the third ball.
5-6-2.
Again, just way, way, way too high. So a missed third, then one way too high. And you get within one, you want to be able to at least get in the fight at the kitchen line.
So Matt and Lucy have found a few additional points. They trail by one. A fantastic location for stop number 2 on the Carvana PPA Tour. This is Phoenix, Arizona. We're just about 25 minutes outside in Desert Ridge, a population of about 14,000, and all eyes are locked right here on Championship Court for the JW Marriott Desert Ridge Open. We're in the middle of the mixed doubles final. Ben Johns, Leigh Waters, Lucy Kovalova, and Matt Wright.
Second serve.
Much better rally coming out of the timeout there for Kovalova and Wright.
6-5-2.
Little football game in Phoenix next weekend as well, Cameron.
Just a small one.
A lot going on here in this great city.
Lucy again trying to go heads up with Ben Johns there.
Yeah, so you talked about the combination and had that question earlier. She's got to go there and then have the two-handed backhand up, and it wasn't ready. And apparently she broke the ball with that big swing, so we're going to get another one in play.
And again, you can see the conversation in the crowd to Ben Johns. He's having a good laugh after that ball breaks. It's been packed every single day. These people love their pickleball.
They love it. You can see that they're here and they're knowledgeable, so they know what's going on. They are urging Matt and Lucy, we want to see a fourth game. Can they be that third person on their side to make it happen? They're going to try.
Some fancy footwork from Leigh Waters. I have no idea how she stayed out of the kitchen.
Because if she would have fallen in eventually right here, that would have been a fault, but she leapt back over.
Start calling her twinkle toes. That was impressive.
Maybe she's doing some ballroom dancing on the side, or we need to get her on Dancing with the Stars after seeing that. Come on.
7-5-1.
So Ben Johns and Leigh Waters get the ball back. Still up by 2.
And there's that drive again. Kovalova paddle on the left, drive on the right side of her body, and that is really hard to handle it over there.
Second serve.
A rare miss from Ben Johns from the service line. Matt Wright will celebrate regardless. He knows those don't come easily.
He's doing anything he can to get the crowd behind him.
I love that kitchen cam because you can truly see how far these athletes are reaching in and using their balance and that opposite lever to be able to take some of those volleys out of the air.
Yeah, you want to do that. Take time away, and if you're tall, go as far in there as you can. Just don't get off balance, Cameron.
Big power
Second serve.
from Ben Johns.
Great job of holding it there. Matt Wright's like, okay, I'm going to charge over there if he tries some sort of cute little drop shot. That ain't cute.
Love the change there from Anna Leigh. She had been taking the speed ups down the line. This time, she goes to the right side.
And that's what you need, variety in your attacks. If you go to the same place every time, these players will figure you out quickly.
Second serve.
Trying to find a second volley there is Anna Leigh Waters, but too much pace from Kovalova.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of keeping them at 8 for the last couple of service opportunities. They need to get one more stop here and then go with the ball on their paddles.
Nearly gets it. The 360 wasn't enough.
No, and again, smart choice by Matt Wright. A lot of times in pickleball, the opponents will run to the angles. He went right down the middle to finish that.
So deceptive for Ben Johns there, but Matt Wright doing a nice job staying true to his sideline.
Seeing a little more of the two-handed backhand. Now, every time he does it, he speeds it up, but that one worked.
Trying to swat that one away is Anna Leigh Waters.
Receiving team 7-8.
Yeah, so you can.
1 point of separation.
Yeah, and it's interesting. Ben Johns almost never calls timeout. Anna Leigh loves to use them. So what is that dynamic like? Anna Leigh called that after not executing the Scorpion, and here we go. Can they tie it up at 8?
Second serve.
Back out of timeout onto the second serve. So scoring a few with just their first. Ben and Anna Leigh, the defending champs here at Desert Ridge, where they made their debut just a year ago. And that ball is out of bounds. We're tied up at 8-all.
Beautiful patient point from Kovalova. She is very comfortable doing that cross-court dinking with Anna Leigh Waters, and Matt Wright found a chance to get in there, and then Lucy finishes. Beautiful job.
Ernie from Ben Johns. Lucy working from left to right. Looking to close the door and again attack Anna Leigh Waters up the line.
Yeah, got a little love off the net to help him out there, but I love when he saw a ball was about to be down, he came charging in there, didn't let your opponent off the hook who had been way ahead hitting overheads. That's such smart pickleball. Crash when you have the opportunity.
9-8 now. Kovalova and Wright with the 1 point advantage. Talk about some power. Ben Johns from the baseline.
And Matt Wright is doing deep squats there. He can't believe he missed that perfect defensive lob and had half the court, but just pushed it.
Competitors can challenge the calls of the court.
Our officials doing a really nice job here at the Desert Ridge Open, presented by Foot Solutions. Our head official, Alan Roman. Our second official, George Hernandez. Our tracking ref, Laura Smart. And our video replay official, Steve Newkirk.
So the mechanics of this, Cameron, for Wright and Kovalova, that is not the ball that we're talking about there. That's the one that tagged Leigh.
So I
want to take a timeout anyway, so maybe it grazed off the line. I'm going to get the benefit either way here.
So right now we're under a video challenge. Ben and Leigh sitting at the baseline. They are questioning whether the ball was inbounds or out of bounds. There's a look at Lucy Kovalova, smiles on her face, as well as Matt Wright.
I think we know from the Matt Wright reaction before, Cameron, that he's pretty sure he missed it, but why not?
So that is a look at the ball. The one they're questioning after that wild stroke from Ben Johns from the baseline. Just great shape on that ball.
After video review, the ball was out. The out call stands. The team of Kovalova and Wright will be charged a timeout and lose the challenge. We'll resume play 8-9-1, Waters and Johns serving.
And they hear it from Alan Roman, our head referee. So the video challenge goes as the ball is out of bounds. So Ben Johns and Leigh Waters get the ball back.
Fault. Right foot stepped on the line. Point.
Foot fault on Matt Wright.
Again, saw an opportunity and jumped over there, but didn't clear the kitchen or the no volley zone.
Of the referee's fault call.
And we're going to go back-to-back challenges here, Cameron.
We'll now proceed with video review.
So there was a foot fault called. Here's a look at it, potentially, in this next ball. Yeah, I'm thinking Matt Wright's foot touched the side of the court there, so a foot fault called on the Ernie.
Yeah.
And again, Matt Wright, a fantastic tennis player who came over, played 2 years of professional tennis after attending Michigan, where he was a tennis standout there. Now a corporate attorney living in Wichita, Kansas, alongside Lucy Kovalova. If you're new to this duo, they are together, which makes it that much more fun in terms of dynamic on the court.
No doubt. Partners on and off the court. We've heard them talk about that a lot, that they do everything in their power not to take the pickleball home with them. I know that's easier said than done. And on that particular opportunity there, it's so close, but he did not clear the kitchen line, and that heel definitely caught. So this will be another unsuccessful challenge.
You know, it's funny, I asked them about playing alongside one another, and I asked them and said, what's the proudest moment you've had playing on the court? And they said it was actually when they won nationals for the very first time back in 2017. And I spoke to Lucy about it some more, and she was laughing. She goes, you know, it works playing alongside Matt because more often than not we win. If that weren't the case, I don't know if it would be going our direction.
After video review, the fault call stands. Result of the fault call puts us at 9-9-1. And the team of Kovalova and Wright will be charged timeout and lose their video challenge. 0 timeouts remaining, no more video challenges. 1 timeout remaining.
No more video challenges remain. You hear our head official again, Alan Roman. So foot fault will stand. Score is 9-9-1. Perfect timing there from Kovalova.
So she's protecting the right side of your body. There's 2 ways. You can scorpion and sit there, or you can fade like she does there. You see her slide to the sideline and swat a 2-hander. Well done by Kovalova. Big smiles and big energy there, Cameron.
Watch out. They just got the ball back. It's 9-all. A little overzealous there for Matt Wright.
He got a ball that was in a good position there, but pushed it as he ran through it and then hit it, and then go. Oh. They had a side out for like 12 seconds there, Cameron, at 9 apiece.
Oh, man, you got to feel like a missed opportunity there. And there is a ball, the direction of Ben Johns, who now has the Waters and Johns at match point. Doing her best to fend off the pressure of Annalie Waters and Ben Johns. Not enough, as the #1 seed are champions.
Yeah, off and running on the quest for the triple crown for each of them and the double triple for the duo. I really like the battle that Kovalova and Wright put out there. They slowed it down after that first game. And if they go back and look some of the fundamental shots, some of those foundational elements that you need, making those thirds, having the discipline, they might have been able to take a game, and then scoreboard pressure maybe pushes these two a little bit. The big news for Johns and Waters is they're playing 3 times today, so to get out the door in just 3 games is big for their matches later in the day.
Your mixed pro doubles champions, Ben Johns and Annalie Waters. They're on their trek to a triple crown.
Welcome back to Championship Court, where it is time to crown our champions. Guys, congratulations, you're the winner of this year's Desert Ridge Open, and you came out so strong. Matt and Lucy were able to work it back in 2 and 3 games. I think they got the crowd behind them. How did you combat that and come away with the win?
Yeah, so last year at this same tournament was me and Ben's first tournament together, and we ended up winning mixed doubles. It was my first ever mixed doubles title. So I feel like I was channeling that same energy from last year to this year, and I was just having fun with Ben, and we ended up coming away with it.
Well, that's right. You did debut your partnership here just a year ago. How far has the partnership come? How have you seen Annalie and yourself grow over the course of this last year?
Yeah, it's been amazing. It's been an awesome partnership. We've had so many good, fun tournaments together, a lot of great results, and it's so fun to be on the court with her, and I can't wait for many more.
Well, guys, you have the chance to go for the Triple Crown today. You've locked up 1 of 3 titles. You still have 2 more finals apiece to play later today. How do you prepare for that?
Yeah, so I play women's doubles next. I'm only going to think about that, not even think about the singles. I'll probably go in feeling pretty confident because me and Ben just won, but I'm really excited to play with Catherine.
And with that, it is time to present your trophy, the moment you've been waiting for. We're going to bring presenting sponsor, Foot Solutions, Brian Scott, on court now to present that to you. Brian.
All right, guys, congratulations, congratulations. On behalf of Foot Solutions, our CEO, John Prothro, myself, Senior VP, we'd like to present to you this trophy for being this year's JW Marriott Desert Ridge Open Mixed Doubles Champion. Congratulations, y'all.
Hoist that trophy. Cameron, take us away.
Ben Johns and Annalie Waters, your mixed doubles champions here at the JW Marriott Desert Ridge Open. They're hoping to hold that trophy just a few more times today, but Annalie Waters has got some more work to do. She's about to get back out on the court alongside Catherine Parento. They'll face off against Leigh Jansen and Elise Jones, who is making her Sunday debut here on the Carvana PPA Tour.